It's Madden NFL 24, and this defense features Shaq Thompson. He's up across 80 tackles for the season following his last game. It's the Panthers and the Falcons, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. It is... The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Meanwhile, young slow, complete here to Waller. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A check on the numbers a week ago for Waller. 5 catches, 53 yards.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
Slot man moves right. Now Young fakes a sweep and looks to throw off play action. Under a heavy rush and down he goes.
That's one. That's one for him. Need one more for him to get 3 out.
Record his 5th sack of the season. You know, last week it was unbelievable how many times they were in the backfield. They had 7 sacks. Whatever they had for pregame meal last week, maybe they had it again.
I think they're going to continue to repeat it if they keep this up. But remember, we were at their facility, and we walked past the defensive meeting room. And
he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
You can script and diagram plays all you want, but no one really envisions something like that happening this early in the game. How about that run to get things started? Didn't he win NFC Player of the Week last week?
Yeah, he was on fire a week ago, and what a start to this one.
And no sign of him cooling down at all.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Robinson will score. Touchdown Atlanta. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Young to throw it. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. You talk about this Falcon defense. They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave them 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, head coach is going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to look at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
That throw by Young incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter. But that time, they're up to the challenge.
To the air once more, Young. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after during the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 63 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Again, it's Robinson. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The Falcons at 4-10 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Here's 3rd and 6. Here's Ritter.
Ritter, you fucking bum.
Open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Now a first down throw for Young. To the sideline and incomplete. You talk about this Falcon defense. They are the 22nd ranked unit against the...
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in, down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done. Let's stop some people. Put them on the ground. I may be an analyst. Man, I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Again, it's Young. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. Out of the gun, it's Young. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, the gap man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
To throw on second down is Young. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
It'll be Young again. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Does that count as a pass deflection?
Atlanta's defense, solid coverage. So another incompletion there. He's hit.
Does that count? Hold on. Does that count as a pass deflection? I didn't realize I wasn't even on the game. Does that count as a pass deflection? I completely forgot I was live, to be honest with you. To be honest with you. Okay, apparently it didn't. Damn. Okay.
His pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So, 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they got 3 now. They hope that unlocks their offense
you never know.
for bigger points down the road.
Oh, the 22-yard line.
It was right there.
Robinson leading the offense out for another drive. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
He got injured. Or did he get... I don't even know, bro.
Come on. Second down and 4. They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was.
Okay, we're keeping Dillon there.
It does emphasize that strategic
contusion.
football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And this will be a Falcons first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield, guy can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't it?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, it's Dillon. Taken down at the 42. These two teams matching up for the 2nd time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. It was the Falcons getting the road victory in that one, so they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Atlanta. From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7. A give left side to Robinson. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this
bounce.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Back to Robinson now.
Oh my gosh.
No dice this go.
What happened to this human joystick? Like, what?
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation.
That
That's
felt so
almost a
clunky.
universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. And he is the NFC rating Offensive Player of the Week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab it.
It has to feel great because it separates you, at least for a week, amongst your peers. And for him to separate again, he has to have the same type of a game. That means being explosive off the line of scrimmage and catching everything that comes his way.
104 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
And he's gone.
During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. 2nd down and 6 now. Robinson, he'll try the left side. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. We're going to pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him. And we'll step aside for a moment. They'll run with Robinson. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown trying on the air as his guys are able to extend their lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Coup for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers coming out now. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation.
Put some pressure, shall we? Yeah, let's put some pressure.
Pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Now a 2nd down throw for Young. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now Young. That is caught. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
Yeah, there's no, okay. There's no way that I get the, okay.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of
I'm not going to get him under 200
no different.
yards. I need to get these.
Big play to wake you up a bit, and they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
So nothing doing there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Now here's Young. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller.
Bro.
And that's going to be good for another 1st
Yes, you say so, dude.
At the Falcons' 34-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They'll throw again. Young.
How would they just... I swear, it makes no sense to me how these guys just, like, hold on to the ball
Back-to-back nice games.
every time.
That one for 14 yards and another first.
I should pick a different formation, but I'm trying to get these guys these stats, bro.
Off the play fake, Young.
There it is! Star dev for Wheatley! Star dev for Wheatley!
For a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Throwing, Young. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on the job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
133 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And some room to run now. And that's going to be another first down. Good running for him to start the drive. This one, 11 yards. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run again here with Robinson. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
2nd down and a run.
Oh, no.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little
it was a loss.
3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, Robinson. That is brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I'll just go.
And they will stretch the lead now to 17 to 3. They already had an early lead and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left. More than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
2nd down, Young. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Young on 1st down.
The superstar, yes!
Get the sack, down he goes.
The superstar did for Brooks, too. Let's go.
As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Young. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
On 3rd down, Henry. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation. situation on fourth. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. So we are at half.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
17-3 the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Falcons offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys go to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
176 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On second down, another shot.
Bro, hold your block, you dipshit. You dipshit.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Okay, I need
Plays like that
to...
are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows?
You're going to go out right.
Ritter throwing on third down.
P.I.? Okay, sure.
Defense made it halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done.
That was P.I. No one knows it.
Fair catch signal for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return,
and it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace it.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 32. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Young off the play fake. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being...
So they just be letting the computer get away with everything, bro.
It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first
That's
down of
crazy.
the process. It's Young off play action.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds
Just
up
stop, Brooks.
incomplete.
Good stuff.
They're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get
Brooks again.
Jordan Brooks able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
There's the Panthers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That good for 22 and a first down. Well, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Robinson with another carry. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On the give, here's Robinson. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this.
Oh, we tie it.
Here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Hand off now to Robinson.
Oh, so close to pretty.
I think this is where they put on the boxing.
I feel like that's going to be a touchdown.
Try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Down right around the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Second and 9. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. From the 25, here's a 2nd and 9.
As long as my defense plays well, good.
Robinson on a give right side. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving
I'm not trying to
around
make
all
highlight
game
tapes. I'm just
on
trying
the
to
ground.
get the clock
It's
going.
another one that keeps them moving forward.
They'll run it now with Robinson. That's strong running. And they snap him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. Koo knocks this one through the post. And that will extend their lead even further. So that will certainly the final piece to this puzzle. A 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Carolina offense about ready to go. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the 4th quarter. It's Young on first down. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. You got the big lead defensively. You're willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That throw by Young incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost.
Wow.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down. It's a gain of 7 on 4th and 4. Now Young.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops from one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Ready? Young to throw again on 2nd and 10. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 39. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Young to throw it. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready?
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Wheeler!
They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone can go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they...
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. And the Falcons will take over at their own 28-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
16 yards right off the bat with a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 8. Again, it's Robinson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Let's block this time.
Run here with Robinson.
Oh,
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bijan Robinson. That's rushing touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Falcons are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. So another rushing touchdown for him this year. Boy, he's found the end zone quite a bit so far. Charles, that now an even 20 scores on the season.
And you know how often we use the term, probably I overuse the term imposing their will? Well, these defenses have become really powerless to stop him. That's what we've seen from him and his team this year. You know he's getting the ball down here in the red zone, but he's just got that strength of will himself, and he's used it to great effect.
they gave him a multi-year extension. They fired him in the first year. During the first year, so not even that, during the first, like that's. Bro, what was the whole point of giving him that extension though?
Start at the 25. Carolina getting set to take the field. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Young looks to throw on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 3rd time today. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
Good yardage as he rolls for 24 and a first.
Oh, my goodness.
A give left side to Robinson.
And this
time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's really 2nd and 11. Here's Robinson. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. Robinson, he'll try the left side. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and try to add to this lead.
And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you go to the film, find out where the game was won or lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter. But second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league.